going on, everyone? I wanted to do an updated video that was discussing vitamins and supplements that I'm currently taking. And now this doesn't include things like creatines, proteins, and anything in powder form. This is pretty much the essential vitamin stack that I'm currently using, and it's pretty much all pill-based. So, you know, if you got an issue with taking some pills, I wouldn't say skip this video because you can't really run from that. I'd say just suck it up and see what you can do, because these are really great to have. So I'm going to link the previous videos I did on supplements. I'll put them both on the screen here. You can have a look, and you know, let me know your thoughts on those videos in the comments down below, or even just comment on those videos. It'd be great, but at least you'll be up to speed on what we're talking about right here. So to kick things off, I'd like to start with actually a supplement that I was discussing in the previous videos, and that is wild salmon and fish oil pills. And I've got three examples for you right here because I wanted to expand on this a little bit. So the first example is just the typical omega-3, and it has 1,000 milligrams of fish oil. And the reason why I'm talking about the ingredients I'll get at in a second here. The second example also it's an omega-3 as well, and you know what, this one has 33% more. So it's very similar type of ingredients. The third example is a little bit different, and I actually prefer taking this. This is the wild Alaskan salmon and fish oil. So if you haven't noticed, the difference in these, and really the most important thing I think when you're looking up or trying to purchase wild salmon or any sort of fish oil pills, is really to pay attention to the ingredients. Flip the bottle where it says each soft gel contains, just have a look at that, and you can see exactly what's included in those soft gels. Because I find a lot of times when I go to buy a fish oil pill, you're gonna get like huge bottles. Some of them will say like, oh, bonus, 20% more, 50% more, whatever it is. But if you flip and look at the ingredients, they're actually not giving you that much in what you're getting. So big tip, when you're buying a fish oil, go for the best bang for your buck, and that's going to be your best bet. Look at the ingredients and make sure that you're getting, you know, a decent amount of stuff here. So make sure you're getting all the fish oils, make sure you're getting the EPA and the DHA, you know, a decent amount of milligrams of each in your serving, that is. So, fish oil pills. I'm not going to talk too much about the benefits of the fish oil pills. I'm going to put some links in the description below to all of these supplements, like studies and whatnot, and also some links to buy the things. None of the links I'm affiliated with in any way, but I also talked about it a lot on my previous video, so check those out if you want to learn more about fish oil pills. So moving on to the next supplement, and this is also mentioned in the previous video, and it's because I'm still taking it, to be honest. It's like really great, all-encompassing, and that is an Atom multivitamin. It actually comes in, this is a men's multivitamin, but there is a women's version as well. This is really great to have. I definitely recommend having a multi if you don't already take one, because it really covers all of the essentials of what you need. And you can see here, like, the ingredient list is just like massively long. Yeah, so I mean, it's definitely worth considering if you're not currently taking a multivitamin. It really just helps you not have to take all these separate things individually, but I'm going to cover some of these separate ones actually as we go. If you want to learn more about what's contained in this, links in the description below. I also talked about it on previous videos. Sorry about that. So, moving on to the next supplement, I'd actually like to talk about, you know what, let's go to the vitamin D3. And I think this is really important. It's something I only recently started taking. And if you have difficulty taking pills just because like some of them are just massively large, you know what, this is such a tiny little pill. I mean, I don't see why anyone would complain about that. Look how small that is. Like the size of my, not even my thumb. So the benefits of the vitamin D3, there's quite a few. One big one for me, and it's because it's winter time now, there's not much sun out, I'm not getting much vitamin D, so it really helps with, like, if you're lethargic or feeling depressed in any way. That's not to say I'm feeling depressed, but it will help if you feel that way. So, you know, it's really great for that. It also helps with musculoskeletal disorders, which will include back pain, just any sort of pain you may have, it can help with that. It promotes bone health, and it also helps with cognitive function, so it helps really build on that, and it just really helps with mental clarity, and I think that's just really important. So if you're not taking a vitamin D3, consider doing so, and it's actually in a lot of multivitamins, like it's in this multivitamin right here. So you don't necessarily have to take it on its own, But I like to cover all my bases, so I figure it's not too expensive. You know, most of these are like $5 to $10, and just because of the benefits, you might as well consider doing it, especially if you're not taking a multivitamin, then yeah, definitely do it. If you are taking a multi, it's okay, you can get away with it, but you might want to consider trying them on their own. Whew. So moving on to the next, I would like to talk about calcium and magnesium, and I've got two examples here for you. I've actually been taking these veggie caps, which I suppose are just like vegetable based, and they're extra strength as well, so they're 2-to-1 ratio. I started taking these. There's so many benefits to this, and I'll give you another example of it right here. I've got another one. Calcium, magnesium with zinc. Oh look, bonus, 100% more. So I started taking these. I actually haven't opened up this bottle yet. It has a lot of benefits to it. One of it is that it helps activate muscles and nerves. It creates energy within the body, which is really helpful, and it can even help with digesting your macros, like your proteins, carbs, and fats. It helps with digestion. So it's something that should be really, considered for anyone that is into physical health, fitness, training, things like that, because if it's going to help you digest your foods, and help you get the best absorption out of that, you might want to consider taking them if you're not currently doing so. Another really important thing is that this is actually a precursor for the neurotransmitters like serotonin, which is like the feel-good sort of chemical in the body. So if you're interested in feeling good, then calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D3 are going to be the way to go. So if you're feeling lethargic, depressed, anything like that, if you just want to stimulate yourself creatively, mentally, try these things. They're definitely worth giving a shot, seeing how you feel. I don't like to say that things always work for everyone, because that just, you can't make that assumption. But give these things a try for like a month, 3 weeks, whatever. Some of them actually suggest when you can like try them and then cycle off of them. But give it a shot, see what you feel after your trial period, and if you feel any different, then you may want to consider working them into your diet and your routine. So, we're getting to the end. We've got glucosamine sulfate. Now, the really great thing about glucosamine sulfate is it's actually contained in everyone, really. I mean, there's actually about an average of 25 milligrams. Is it milligrams or grams? I think it's grams, actually. 25 grams of glucosamine contained in the average human person, and about half of that is contained within the bones. So glucosamine sulfate is actually a natural sugar found in and around the fluid and tissue that cushions your joints. Really, it's like your cartilage in a way. So this really helps support cartilage. I started taking these because I was getting a little bit of like a knee joint sort of pain in my right knee. I was doing squats like 3 times a week, and heavy too, going to like 90% of my max. And I started to actually notice that my knee was like cracking and, just feeling a little bit of a sharp stinging pain every now and then. So, in conjunction with stretching, foam rolling, and Epsom salt baths, and I actually started doing electroshock therapy. Take a look at that video, I'll link it up somewhere here. But in conjunction with all that, I started taking glucosamine sulfate, and I don't know, I'm just crazy, and I take all these other supplements, and it's just like, it's hard to isolate what works, but I find this has been doing pretty well so far. It's funny because what's interesting about this is that it actually helps with osteoarthritis. So a lot of older people will take this medication, but it helps with that because that's typically when someone, like, even if you're overweight and you have a lot of weight on your joints and things like that, and you start to lose the cartilage in there, this will help. So it's like great for people that are, really old with osteoarthritis, people that are like fat, overweight, and need to lose weight. But then there's this other area where it's really great for athletes. And the reason it's great for athletes is because it helps rebuild the cartilage, because athletes are typically lifting so much weight, putting such a strain on their body that, rebuilding your cartilage in some cases and just helping with your bone density and whatnot is going to just really be beneficial for you. So, definitely consider glucosamine sulfate if you haven't already done so. And again, try it out. See if it works for you. That's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to cover, actually. And, if you're wondering why I decided to wear my hair out, and it looks a little bit messy here. That's just because I keep doing videos with my hair tied back, and I don't know if some people think that my hair is short, but I figure just mix things up, and just to balance things out, I'm keeping it classy. You can't even see it this whole time, but Yeah, I'll be keeping it classy. So that's all I wanted to talk about today. Let me know in the comment section down below if you're going to try any of these supplements, or if you already have tried them, and if you have, what have they done for you? Are they actually producing results? If you're curious about this stuff, links in the description below. Check out my previous videos, and you know what? I hope you all grow from this. And that's pretty much it. Have yourself a great day, and take care. It's a lot cleaner. I don't know how people wear hair in their face. It's like Justin Bieber style or whatever. Anyways, whatever.